AT&T swamped with orders for the new iPhone, but it wasn't all good news. We'll have all that and much, much more right here, right now on Digits. Joining me on the show, we have Lauren Good. Before we get to the iPhone news, we've got iPad news with Drew Dowell. Drew, apparently one of the iPad hackers has been detained. What do we need to know?
Yeah, that's right. I mean, he's been detained, but it doesn't have anything to do with the iPad hacking entirely. He was his home was searched under an FBI search warrant, and while they were there, apparently they found drugs, and so he's being detained on state charges for having possession of a controlled substance. But the FBI is continuing to investigate this. So he's the second sort of person that we know the FBI has gone after. Gawker Media says they were also contacted last week and told to preserve information.
Okay. And interestingly, a new spokesperson for the group Goatse that has taken responsibility for this hack, they've come out and they've said that this particular person now had nothing to do with the coding of the hack, right? So
right, yeah, he was sort of the public face, as it were, last week of the group and discussing the situation. But no, they say that he wasn't the one who came up with the code that actually infiltrated or at least, got the email addresses out of AT&T's website.
Okay. What can we expect to happen next?
Yeah, what else do we know?
Frankly, the FBI continues to investigate, and we just see who they go, who they go for next.
Well, more on that. Thank you very much, Drew. More on that on WSJ.com as that breaks. We're now going to be joined by Roger Chang on this AT&T iPhone story. It's all Apple related, it seems, so far today. Tell us about the bad news. Security breaches, more of them. What do we need to know?
Right. Well, yesterday was the first day you could order a iPhone 4, pre-order one. There's a lot of craziness as you could expect. Some unfortunate customers who logged onto their website to see if they could upgrade their phone actually ended up getting someone else's account. Basically, someone else's personal information.
And you saw that? Are you aware of that because it happened to
It happened in the office. One of our colleagues actually tried to get an iPhone and ended up with someone else's profile.
Interestingly.
And what does CEO Randall Stevenson have to say about security issues?
He was here yesterday, and he made a big deal about security. It's a big priority. He thinks that everyone should be playing by the same rules. Google, Verizon, everyone. He's making it a huge priority for the company.
Okay. And what new statements do we have out of AT&T today about iPhone pre-sales? Well, first of all, they're suspended at the moment.
They're suspended,
correct?
right?
Okay.
You can't pre-order an iPhone anymore.
Okay.
Basically, they said that the sales were 10 times higher than last year. The iPhone 3GS.
Now, we're hearing 600,000 pre-orders. Does that sound about right to you?
Yeah, that's it's a big number. There's an analyst that's calling for 1 million sales of iPhone 4s. First day took iPhone 3GS 3 days to get that number.
Wow.
And people that managed to get their orders in this morning, I think the ship date was July 2nd.
Right.
But now when are people going to be able to place their orders again since it is currently suspended?
It's indefinite right now. It's suspended. Their shipment right now is pretty much tapped out.
Wow.
Okay, good stuff. Well, thank you very much. That's Roger
Thanks, Roger.
Chang from Dow Jones Newswires. We've got some more breaking news. This just in. AOL said to be close to a deal to sell the social networking site Bevo, said to be for a small fraction of the $850 million the company spent for it 2 years ago. Okay, moving on now, we're going to go out to Dan Gallagher in Los Angeles. He's been covering the E3 Video Gamers Expo. Dan, what's